I'm Edie Sutter. Welcome to the show. Today my guest is Buck Young, who I had a year and a half ago on the
Just
show,
about.
Cooking Outdoors. You are the master of cooking outdoors. So we're going to do it again today. We have a new product, cooking product you're going to tell us a little bit about, and we're going to do some new recipes, and this time we're focusing on breakfast, right?
Correct.
It's cold out here, so I'm doing this a lot. It is supposed to be a spring day, a little bit colder than that, so this is going to be nice, getting warmed up with some breakfast food. Okay, Buck, what are we going to cook first today?
We're going to start off with apple tarts.
Okay.
And we're going to do that with just wrapping dough around some Granny Smith apples.
Crescent dough.
Yes, it
Yes.
is crescent dough. And we have peeled and cored the apples, and we didn't lose any thumbs in that process. And we are now ready to actually just quarter these apples.
But
But before I do that, I'm going to show you what we're going to bake them in. That's a cup of orange juice.
Okay. Yum. And you said Granny Smith?
That's what
The
I
best.
prefer to bake
Me too.
with.
Me too.
Okay. And that's a cup of orange juice. We set this over here. And this is a pre-measured cup of sugar that we just put in the orange juice. And that's that.
That's the whole...
That's that. That's all that takes. And just kind of get a little syrup going.
I mutilated one of your triangles.
That's okay.
So sorry.
That's okay. All right. So we'll get
All right.
this here, get this here. And let me show you a little trick, because we're just going to drop this in a trash can over here, and I'll show you a little bit about that later. But now we're going to, just on this cutting board, we're just going to quarter these. Now, you're going to roll that.
Fat to little.
And
Yeah.
then you're going to put that seam side down.
All right.
So when that puffs and bakes, no, the other way. Or it's the same side down. There you go. You're
Okay,
good.
okay.
You're good. Okay. Do that again.
So this would be the healthy portion of our meal because we're
Oh, indeed. Indeed. In fact, it's all healthy.
Okay. Well, I know you brought pig,
Yeah.
which
yeah,
is my
indeed.
personal.
And that's the
favorite.
balance. That's the offset. I mean, if you get a guy to bake, that's a stretch anyway. The way you balance that is if you bake one thing, then you have to grill about 3 things.
Perfect. Doesn't food taste better that's made outdoors?
Oh, absolutely.
Whew.
You're doing that really wonderfully and quickly, and
This is
you
I
can
love a
hardly
meal.
hardly tell your fingers are suffering from frostbite.
I'm so cold. Okay, good. This was mean. The buttercups are up, and
Yeah.
I thought
I picked some
we
Sunday.
were good.
That was a great day Sunday, and then
So
Tuesday
you
we can go sledding.
Could you overfill? Does it need to be this spread out, or could I
Oh,
even
you're
do
great
2
shape.
recipes
You're
into
great
one
shape.
pan?
This is a
Okay.
9 by 13,
All right.
which is really kind of the design of this recipe, both in that layout and in the quantity of the 1 cup to 1 cup orange juice to sugar.
Now I told you I've made a recipe like this before on the show where you poured a soda over the top, and it's all about the sugar and the baking. You're going to wind up with a really sticky, sweet
Yeah.
icing almost.
That's right.
This seems wrong, but it winds up good. So you're going to pop it in at what degree?
Well, we're going to put it in at 375.
375.
This oven will actually go to 425, but we're going to put it in at 375. We're going to leave it in for 15, 20 minutes until logical.
Okay.
One more step to do. We need some cinnamon on top of that.
Oh, Buck, I think you referred to this as an apple tart, but it's actually a dumpling, right? Because it's going to be individual servings.
That's
and
right. I stand corrected.
You're
because they're
good.
individual, and we've wrapped dough around them, and we're going to bake them that way.
Now you've just gone healthy because cinnamon, you're supposed to have a 1/4 of a teaspoon every day
Oh, is that right?
to keep your blood sugar.
Well, we'll make
So
sure.
I'm sure it's fine now.
We'll make sure you get a 1/4 of a teaspoon on each dumpling.
And you're good.
Okay.
Okay, Buck, what are you doing now?
We're going to drizzle these with some melted butter. We just got a little butter, about a 1/2 stick of butter that we put on the grill in this pot and got that melted, and that just gives a little crusty finish.
Well, and you know, butter just makes people even that much more happy.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Now, we are going to put these in the oven.
375.
375, and we're targeting about 15 to 20 minutes, whatever's logical.
I love baking outdoors. That's not something you get to do much.
Oh,
Usually
yeah.
it's grilling, and I do not grill.
And it's good, clean gas heat, so it's not going to, even though we smoked in it last night, it's not going to be smoky dumplings. They're just going to be cinnamony dumplings, okay?
Good point. Okay.
Next thing we're going to do is biscuits, and you can see we've done them.
They're beautiful.
Now, all that's in these is self-rising flour and whipping cream, period.
Wow.
You just whip up dough until the consistency that you want it. You roll it out, you cut them, and there they go.
And that, I have had these biscuits before, and that is the easiest, best recipe. I don't like when a recipe starts with cut in the shortening. It makes me angry. It seems like a lot of trouble.
Well, we don't punch this dough.
Easy.
We don't let it rise.
And no cutting in.
No, and it's not that stuff that you have to name it and put it in the refrigerator, and you know, and then you give half of it away, and it can die, and stuff. No, this is not that.
So you could give somebody a spoon and a bowl, sit them on a chair outside, and say, "Whip us up some biscuits with 2 ingredients."
Whipping
I love that.
cream and. You know,
the
whipping up biscuits.
Stuff.
Yeah, and whipping up biscuits.
And these bake at what, for how long?
Well, these are like any biscuits. We're going into a 375 oven because we're going to share it with the dumplings, and so we're going to watch them a little closer, about the 12-minute mark.
12 minutes. I usually, when I smell them, I know it's time. We have already made 2 recipes.
Oh, I can smell the cinnamon in there. Speaking
I know,
of
that's
smell.
so good. Seeing your healthy, just smelling it.
Okay.
We've made 2 recipes outside in the cold, and we're toasting our hands all at the same time. Brilliant. We're going to come back and start some more recipes. Okay, we're back, and I'm really excited because this means the meat product. I may be a little more happy about bacon than I should be, but I can't wait to have this smell.
Bacon is wonderful. In fact, even if you don't eat it, just the aroma. Yeah, I mean, well, I was on a cruise once and had one of those massage things that they do in a day spa, and they wanted to know what fragrance. And they said, you know, we have lilac, or we have magnolia, or we have things like that, and I went for the bacon.
The bacon's it, and I bet you attracted more chicks than anybody else on the cruise. I would have been calling you. Yep. I'm not sure your pan's big enough, Bug.
Well, this is the eye that we have.
This is the biggest piece of cast iron I've ever seen in my life.
This eye, and this is hot. I'm not going to handle it a lot, but this eye will accommodate that easily. And then, of course, the eye adjusts down so that you can safely put a pot in there.
That is great.
We've got this big eye, and we've got, since we're baking again one product, then we're going to have to be grilling or frying at least 3 meat products. So that's what we're going to be doing.
I'm ready. You have sausages?
Yep, we're going to start here with these, and we're just going to go on the grill with them.
Are they hot? All right, so
these are actually pretty spicy.
Yum.
And even though it's breakfast, it is outdoors, so that's completely legal. This is smoked sausage that we do every year, and it comes in just this sack. It's put up by a USDA-approved source, thankfully.
That looks so good.
And this is very lean.
Homemade.
This is actually benefiting from the bacon.
Okay.
Because it's a very lean product.
This looks heart healthy to me.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
It is. And in the trash can that goes.
Yum.
And we're actually going to take this and do it like ground beef, and I'll show you why later.
Okay.
But we want a little of that going.
And I love that, even though I love all of these products, the scent of them, I don't love my house to be saturated with that scent, and I don't like walking out smelling like a breakfast chain, and this is great. I think this would be fun even, whoa, hello. I think this would be great even if you just didn't want to smell your house up. Do you use this for
Oh yeah, yeah. This
things
is.
other than big?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
it's a marriage rescue tool.
Oh, that smells so good. My mouth's watering back there.
And that can be. This actually, while we're baking in here, this actually gets warm to the touch. Around the frame lines, it gets hot. But right here, this is an insulated oven. So it's running at 400 degrees. You can put your hand on top of it.
Do you ever grill bacon, or does it stick?
I never have done that.
Okay.
I'm just afraid I'll lose it in the flames.
All right, now it's time for you to explain the crumbled sausage. And you've asked me to chop this pepper, and I don't know why.
Okay. We're going to put that in the skillet. We're going to put some onions chopped up in the skillet. And we're going to incorporate that into the eggs that we're going to make a little bit later.
Oh, nice. That's healthy. Can I say that this little garbage can makes me so happy? And I wish I had this in my kitchen. I'm about ready to chop a hole in the countertop.
We can
Brilliant.
do that. We can
Love.
do that with a skill saw in your kitchen and maybe a post hole digger.
You call Bill
Okay.
and tell him. Yeah. All right. So I'm on the red peppers. Are you going to do the onions?
Yeah, we'll do that.
You know, I don't love green onions, but since you're doing the cooking, I'm going to let you forge ahead with them.
Okay. And I'm not real fancy. If I get high speed over here with this, then we're going to get fingernails and maybe even wedding rings into this.
Oh, good.
And I don't want to do that. So I go back about that far till it's kind of.
You get into the green?
Yeah, green, but the striped green. See, there's a striped green. There's a white and there's a green, and then in the middle there's a striped green.
Did you see how fun that is? You spill something and you're outside, so who cares? So
as long as it's organic. I mean, but you know, since we live here, we've got the garbage can too. And
you want
those
the
of
whole
us
pepper?
who live here would appreciate the utilization of the
Your
garbage
dog's going to be sick. You want the whole pepper?
Oh, nah.
Now, what else could we put in an omelet? I love jalapeno. I like a little heat.
Wow.
You not so much? Well, your sausage has heat.
Yeah, it is.
It?
It's pretty seasoned sausage. So I think that's going to do. And then we're going to do some cheese. When it's time to do the eggs, we're obviously.
There it is.
You know, we're gonna do some cheese.
All right.
Okay.
So we're headed to our egg dish. We've got the sweet with the apple dumplings. We've got biscuits. We've got multiple meat opportunities. Now we have the egg.
That's right.
And then we're going to completely round out this menu with pancakes.
No pun intended.
I know. Okay, great. All right, well, when we come back, we're going to pursue this a little bit more and then show how you doctor up outdoor pancakes. That'll be great. Okay, good.